Dane, tell us about a couple of these running backs. I'll do one and you do one. We'll kind of flip flop.
All right.
Wisconsin, Brandon Allen.
Good player.
Last 2 years, 415 carries, 2,500 yards. Be watching for the Badgers. And Ches Melusi, Melusi, Melusa.
He plays for the Badgers too.
Third year, 1,300 yard guy, 730 after contact.
How much?
730 after contact.
Oh my gosh.
Had 1,300 yards. He's a third year guy, so he's got plenty of experience. Wisconsin running back room, check.
Well, that's pretty good. Allen, one of the best running backs in the conference.
He's on the cover on the title of the page here. So the show, good. He's good. He's a good back.
All right. The first one I'm going to highlight is Will Shipley.
Yep.
We like Will Shipley. He's already rushed for 1,900 yards in his career, but here's what he does good, Matt. 38 catches. 38 catches out of the backfield. 25-yard kick return average. 26 and a half. 15 touchdowns. He had 1,900 yards and 15 touchdowns last year. Wow. Are you a big Shipley fan?
Yes.
I mean, he's
I do like.
There's players transferred because of Shipley. And that's my first running back that I'm going to talk about. I think he may end up being a Heisman candidate. Reminds a lot of people of McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey. And he does got a good backup, too.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce his name, but he's good.
He ain't going to give it a shot.
Muau.
There you go.
All right.
On the list here, Ohio State. Dean, do they not only have one of those guys back?
All of them.
Not two, but they have Williams, Henderson, and Pereira.
Mine Williams, Trevion Henderson, and the guy that backed them two up.
And a freshman named Dallin Hayden that was a freshman last year that rushed for 500 yards is back too. He's a freshman. I mean, so they got a stud young guy, and then them three.
But now Henderson and Williams are good. I don't know about this other guy, but I know Williams and Henderson were out against Michigan.
Well, they were banged up on and off a lot last year.
A lot, but they're good. And this third guy that had to take their spots in there,
Pryor and Hayden. Check. Ohio State, three-headed monsters back.
Oh, plus the two-headed receiver.
Yeah, the quarterback and receiver that played high school football together. Check.
They're going to be a hard out.
They are going to be hard out.
All right, so he's talking about Ohio State and Wisconsin. I'm going to go to Rocket Sanders, second leading rusher in the SEC behind Judkins.
Yeah.
1,443 yards, 6.5 yards to carry. He can fly, folks. 28 catches, 12 touchdowns. Him and Jefferson, is that the best backfield in the conference? Him and Jefferson together? Possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
It's one of them.
Yeah.
Now, Arkansas is not supposed to be great this year.
Yeah.
Nobody's predicting them to do well.
Well, they bring back 5 on defense and 6 on offense.
Yeah, and they had a bad defense anyway.
Yeah.
But Sanders, is he going to have another breakout season, or is he going to be stopped behind the line that don't have a lot of experience?
He's going to get his. I mean, I don't think he's going to be a 2,000-yard rusher this year.
No, I don't think so either. But he is good. He's one of the better ones to watch for. That's Raheem Rocket Sanders.
I look for him to be a 1,000-yard rusher.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He gained 1,000.
I think he get 1,000.
Yeah.
On the next on the list here, the Nittany Lions. Nick Singleton, 1,000-yard guy, 12 touchdowns, and he can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Keep your eyes on Penn State. This guy's going to be good. And also, Carrington Allen.
So they got a two-headed monster.
They got a Singleton and an Allen. So we're talking about, these last names are historically good names. I don't know if they're kin to them, but they're good last names to have. So Penn State, they got 2 good backs, and their schedules, it's okay. They're going to win some games, but
I like James Franklin. I hope they do all right. I mean, I don't want them to win the national championship, but I hope they do all right.
So Penn State, check.
All right. My next one is Tyjae Spears.
Spears.
Tulane. got 1,600 yards.
Guys, a lot of people's talking about Tulane. They's some buzzworthy. I mean, didn't they beat USC?
They came back and beat USC in the bowl game.
And this cat's going to come back to play football again. So
They got a great quarterback, Michael Pratt.
I think they're ranked. They're ranked in the top 20, 22, something like that.
24.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a great matchup with them and Ole Miss. Not the first weekend, but the
Second.
next week.
Yeah.
That may be. But Tajay Spears, watch out for him. 30 catches, 1,600 yards. Michael Pratt's their quarterback there. I got a great backfield. He had 3,500 yards. Can Tulane go 12-2 again? But it's going to depend on Tajay Spears.
Yeah, I don't know why not.
He's one of the better ones, and you don't hear about him.
No, that's why you could subscribe to this show.
That's who we're talking about.
People are always going to hit the high points. Everybody's going to talk about Junkins, and everybody's going to talk about Coral at Michigan.
Right.
I'm going to talk about the guy at Florida State, junior running back Trey Benson, 1,000-yard running back, kick return specialist 2, track star, ACC back of the year 3 weeks in a row last year.
Wow.
Trey Benson. No, why the media? How do you miss?
I've never heard of him.
Florida State, big talk. Got them ranked in the top 10.
10-3.
No talk about the running backs.
I've not heard much about it.
3 weeks in a row, he was ACC back of the week.
Well, the publication I saw had both Michigan's backs ranked in the top 6.
Yeah.
Edwards and Coral.
They're going to be great.
Oh, they are. But, I mean, you would think they could put Benson in there.
They'll both run for – both them guys will go for over 1,300 yards a piece, probably. Because they don't play nobody.
Right.
They don't.
They're going to have yards.
So, Florida State, Benson, check.
Trey Benson. All right, keeping up with this. He's good as a Dunn or a
I don't know about that now. Whoa, Dean. Hold your horses there, Wilbur.
Warwick Dunn.
No, that man was
okay.
Very electric.
Checking.
No, not Dunn. Maybe Dunn's a good cousin. Like the cousin that comes over and plays football with you about once a month.
Yeah, that you don't want to play tackle with.
Yeah, he's okay, but he's like nobody kind of wants. But he's okay. He's gonna get you some yards. But
yeah, just go over there and stand. We'll pick you.
Yes, he's kind of that okay.
All right, the last back. I'm actually doing the whole backfield on this one, and I'm gonna stick close to home. Highlight Jace McClellan. I think he's gonna have a breakout year. He had 650 yards, 14 catches, 12 touchdowns last year.
This time.
But here's the thing with Jace. He might not have a breakout season because of who the other backs are. You got Roydale Williams. You like Roydale,
I
don't
do.
you?
Yeah, I love Roydale.
He's over 300 yards, caught 10 passes himself. But the one they keep talking about is the true freshman, Haynes from Buford.
Birds, tell them about him.
Yeah, tell us about
Brock Bowers wins the Heisman, Kurt says.
Brock Bowers, best tight end in the country, no doubt.
Great guy. Boy, he's an athlete.
He is. And he's from California.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying athletes can't be from California,
Oh, gosh.
but I think
Najee Harris he's from California.
I think a lot of people think Bowers may be from close by. He's not.
Mm-mm.
But this backfield for Alabama,
I
I think McClellan will have a great year. They're still going to have 2 good backs no matter what.
That's why the quarterback, why are we talking about it? The only reason it's getting talk is because of who the coach is.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only, if Jerry Pluckett was the head coach at Bama, they wouldn't. Why? You need to be talking about the guys who are coming back. I'm gonna talk about Rogers. That guy threw for 4,000 yards last year. No word. We're the only show that even talked about him.
Will Rogers, I've not heard much about him.
4,000. Now they got a new coordinator, but they're gonna throw the ball more deeply down the field because last year he's hitting them little 5 and 7 yard pop, slant, quick, bam, boom, bang. This year it's gonna be more 5-step drop. Okay.
She don't think if some local guy from town was the coach at Alabama, we'd be hearing
if Shorty's at Alabama, no disappointment. Respect Shorty. They ain't talking about the quarterback play.
Right.
They probably gonna be talking about Shorty because he keeps wanting to move the furnace.
Shorty, somebody's gonna believe that if we don't stop that.
Breaking news.
Furnace move.
New head coach at Alabama is Shorty Crane. Kurt Tucker running defense down there.
Can we go with y'all?
They'll get us in. We'll get in free. Birds running offense. So these names that we're mentioning, they're not the highlighted names that you see on all these sports shows.
No. And you're not hearing anything about McClellan.
It's easy to talk about the big names. It's easy to talk about the Junkins and the Corums. And I guess some Illinois, some Alabama, they're going to get some talk because it's Bama. You could bring up Auburn's tailback.
He's good. Hunter's good.
Yeah, I like him.
I don't hear a lot about it.
See, you don't. Now, he supposedly had a little bump, got his knee bumped, but I heard again like last week or two, he's going to be okay.
Well, that's like you mentioned, Singleton. And I hear a good bit about Singleton, but not like Coral and Judkins.
See, Bird said Singleton's going to have a big year.
Shipley's a stud.
Man, those guys can play football. All them Shipley boys. All 6 of them. It's like the Eugene, all them Ledbetters.
He kin to that bunch?
I think he is.
Oh, my gosh.
Last on my list, this guy here, how to fill the shoes. 2 of the better running backs in the nation last year, Robinson and Johnson at Texas.
Oh, yeah. Robinson was fantastic.
Good luck filling those two pair of shoes. Well,
yes.
The guy I talked about when Birds was on from Texas, Cedric Baxter Jr., he was the number 1 running back coming in, out of high school. He's probably may get to see the ball a little bit this year. But for a guy that's 202 pounds, has blazing good speed, and he's great on balance, Jonathan Brooks. Brooks. You're going to see him toe to mail this year for the Longhorns. Sark is going to get him the ball. He's probably going to run him across in fake speed sweeps and then pop it out there to him on the edge like he did at Bama, when Smith, how he kind of used him.
Right.
Or how he used Najee. You're going to see the same kind of thing probably with this Brooks guy. And don't be surprised if the Baxter kid standing next to him beside yours, and then you got Brooks over here out, and then he brings him across and he stops beside him, when they'll stop, and then he'll do a little fake inside out and turn and run around the other way. Remember how Sark would do that with those Bama plays?
Yeah.
He would run in, then turn and run back. This guy,
he's a good play. He's a good play designer.
Absolutely he is. So look for Brooks to really be involved in running the ball for the Longhorns this year. But that's okay because they're going to lose to Texas Tech anyway.
I said so. They're going to. I don't know. They're just high on Texas, and I don't see it because we did the study on it. They're not loaded, and neither is A&M, and they got them ranked 23. Well, we have A&M going 7-5.
Yeah, at the best.
At best,
yeah.
They may shock us. I don't know. What if we're right and they're wrong? I mean, do we get a promotion? No.
That's why you need to hit the subscribe button. Dean, how hard it is to subscribe to this channel.
All you got to do is hit that. I mean, I was actually shocked how easy.
See, there's a button where you're watching the live stream. You just exit out of the live chat. And then there's let's see, right here on the thing. You go to that little circle and go to our page.
Yeah,
and it says right there, Matt Todd Show, subscribe. Got a little bell. Just hit the subscribe. And all that does is just let you know when we go live.
I'm going to be honest with you. When he told me to do it, I'm like, oh gosh.
You got to put in your email, put in your social security number, put a drop of blood on the phone screen.
So I go over there and I'm like,
that's it. You're done.
That's it.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, it really is.